Not long ago, I was in a university in Mumbai. It was a university of chartered and certified accountants. And I gave a talk. Whatever I say, I don't know how good or bad it is. I just try to share what I have been given. At the end, I asked for questions. And one particular person stood up. And when he stood up, everyone in the room went, ooh. I realized this man is definitely charismatic and influential. He started screaming at me, really violently. He said, "You are a cheater. You are a nonsense, and I reject everything you have said." And everybody was in pin-drop silence. I said, "Well, can you explain?" He said, "What if everybody in the world became a Swami like you? Who would grow the food? Who would do the banking? Who would run the governments? Therefore, you're simply cheating us, and I reject whatever you have said." May I tell you, he got a long-standing ovation. There was 400 students in that auditorium, and they stood up, they were clapping, and they were howling. And I said a little prayer. What am I supposed to say? And somehow or other, after about a minute or two, when the cheers went down, I said, "My dear sir, what if everyone in the world became an accountant like you? Who would grow the food? Who would do the banking? Who would run the governments? In fact, if everyone in the world became an accountant like you, there would be a 100% employment rate because no one would need an accountant." There is a need for accountants. There's a need for bankers, and there's a need for farmers, and there's a need for teachers. There's a need for politicians. There's a need for little swamis like me too. You see, the social body is much like the human body. Each part of the body has a very specific shape, color, and function. And one part of the body can't do the function of another. The feet cannot do what the ears do. The kidneys cannot do what the eyes do. The heart cannot do what the brain does. The stomach cannot do what the knee does. They're all different shapes. They're all different sizes. They have very, very different functions. But they all cooperate with each other because they're one body. So similarly, within our human society today, there are people of different colors. There are people of different natures. There's people of different occupations. When we understand, like those redwood trees, how we're all connected, and we connect with each other. You see, every part of the body honors and respects the function of every other part. There's no ego, I'm better than you. Unity and diversity. We're diversified, but there's a oneness among us. I told that student, when we understand this deeper level of how we are all the children of the one same source, that one supreme God, and we're all related, we can honor and respect. with compassion. And then we have a healthy social body. I'm a little shy to tell you this, but I'll tell you anyway. I got a longer, louder standing ovation than he did. And when I said that, even that challenger, he went like this. He accepted. So yes, the journey home, it's a journey that everyone in their own way is on. It's a journey to, when we find our home within ourselves, then we can be at home everywhere and anywhere. And we find a place where whether apples and blueberries are fruits, or whether they're phones and computers, we can see the beauty of how to utilize them with compassion. Thank you very much.